Hello students, welcome again. Uh, Welcome again to the science class, chapter number 3, fiber to fabric. So in last class I discussed about the meaning of a fiber, different types of fibers, okay, and few examples for it. The plant source fibers, okay, are completely made of cellulose, whereas animal source fibers are made out of a protein. In this lesson mainly I am going to discuss about two important fibers extracted from the animals. First one is a wool, second one is a silk from a silkworm. First one is wool from different animals. Okay, so in animal fibers I will discuss about wool. So what do you mean by wool? Wool is a animal fiber. It is a fleece. Okay, fleece taken from the sheep, goat, yak and some other animals. It is a fleece. What do you mean by fleece here? Fleece is nothing but hairs plus the top layer of the skin. Hair plus top layer of skin. One word is given for this two: hairs plus top layer of the skin together is known as a fleece. So wool is obtained from the fleece of sheep, goat, yak and some other animals is known as a wool. Wool is a specific word given to the hairs obtained. Wool is nothing but it is a hair only. Okay, we don't call human hairs as a wool. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ wool ಅನ್ನೋದಿಲ್ಲ ನಾವು. Okay, so few animals the hairs ಗೆ ನಾವು wool ಅಂತ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. wool ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? wool is a hair, wool is a fleece obtained from few animals like a sheep, goat, yak, okay, there and even camel also. Altogether is known as a wool. Fleece andre ಏನಿಲ್ಲ? Fleece means hairs plus the top layer of the skin, because the top layer of the skin is almost dead. By removing it, the animals are not being hurted. Okay, they will not get any hurt, they will not feel any pain. Even if we go to barber shop while getting haircut, I don't feel any pain because these fibers are almost dead. The nails, hairs, okay, present on your body it's a dead cells. By removing it, the animals don't feel any pain. We don't have any nerve cells there. Okay, but if I take any sharp object, if I make any damage to my skin, immediately I will feel the pain because nerve cells are present there. But nerve cells are completely absent in hairs, nails, okay, you can see even in wools also. The fleece don't contain any nerve cell. It is a completely dead cells of the animals. And why these dead cells are present on a living animal? Why do we need these dead cells? Because it helps. Okay, see why hairs are grown on the head. These hairs trap the air in between them. There are many spaces between the hairs and air is trapped between the hairs, and air is a bad conductor of heat. Okay, it don't allow the body heat to transfer to the outer atmosphere. Thereby it provide a warm atmosphere during cold conditions also. So this wool is produced by the sheep, goat and yak to maintain their temperature, to survive in the even in the cold regions also, even in the colder times also, in winters, to keep them warm. This wool help them to keep them warm, okay, by trapping the air which is present between the hairs. Okay, so you know about a fleece. So look, once we get into the sheep and goat, there are again different kinds of breeds are there. Okay, different type of breeds produce different types of wool with different colors and different texture. If I discuss about a breed of a dog, you can observe different breeds of dogs. No, there is a Labrador, German Shepherd. Okay, many types of dog breeds you can name. Even though all are dogs only, but they have different characters. No, few dogs are very tall in nature. They have a very good eyesight. They can run fast. Few dogs are very short in nature. Okay, they have very good sense of smelling. So different characters are associated with the different breeds of a dog. Like similar way, different breeds of sheep and goat, different breeds of a sheep and goat produce different types of wool. Okay, so the best wool is produced by the Kashmiri goat, Angora goat, we can say. Kashmiri goat, okay, which are domesticated in the Kashmir region. These goats produce the best wool. Okay, the wool produced by Kashmiri goat is used to make a pashmina shawls. Okay, the shawls made out of a wool produced by Kashmiri goat is known as a pashmina shawls. These are the one of the best shawls, very smooth, silky type of, very comfortable, cozy shawls. Okay, you can pass a complete shawl. You can pass the complete shawl through a small ring also. Okay, you can fold it n number of times. Such a smooth shawls. Okay, to produce such a shawls, you must and should get a very smooth wool. No? So such wool is produced by specific breed. Kashmiri goat you can say, or Angora goat you can say. Angora goat is also another name for a Kashmiri goat. So this specific breed is very important. To maintain this breed, okay, we should have a same breed only I can get a next breed. No. So this is known as selective breeding, choosing the parent sheep or goat to produce a new offspring of same kind. Choosing the parent sheep to produce a new offspring which have same characters is known as selective breeding. Breeding means what? To choose the parents. Okay, producing new sheep is known as a breeding. So there are many. So first point in the production of wool is rearing and herding. Rearing and breeding. The journey of a wool from wool to any fabric starts here, rearing and breeding. Okay, once you have a very good breed with you, you need to rear them. Rear andre ಏನು? Rear ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೆಳೆಸೋದು, ಸಾಕಾಣಿಕೆಗೆ. Okay, rearing ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಸಾಕಾಣಿಕೆ, ಸಾಕುವುದು. How you used to take care of the sheep is known as rearing. Rearing involves taking good care of a sheep and goat, you have to you should take the herds of sheep for grazing. What do you mean by grazing? Taking the herds of sheep in the outer space or in the outside to graze the grass is known as grazing. Then while grazing they eat grass and other leaves. I already told you all animal fibers are made out of protein. So to produce a good quality of wool or to get a good quality of wool from any sheep or goat, we must give a very good quantity of protein to them. Such good quantity is not met with the grass. Okay, so here the rearing helps. Humans have to give extra protein to such sheep in the form of a pulse, corn. Pulses are rich of protein. Pulse, corn. Okay, oil cakes. What do you mean by oil cakes? After taking the oil from the seed, the remaining a cake like cake shaped remaining material is oil cake. These all contain a rich protein. So if you provide these type of rich protein food for the sheep, they can easily grow the hairs on them, and the quality of the hair or is improved. It is known as rearing. And shepherds, the person one who rears, one who takes care of the sheep and goat is a shepherd, and shepherd has to keep the sheep and goat inside a closed area whenever winter is there. Okay, and he has to remove the fleece of the sheep and goat in the summer season only, because if you remove the fleece of the sheep in the winter season, the health of the sheep may get disturbed. The fleece is meant to protect the animal during the winter season. If you remove the fleece in the summer season, even though however the temperature of the atmosphere is very high, so they can survive without having the fleece over them, okay, without having the fur coat on them. So we should remove the fleece of the sheep and goat in the summer season, not in the winter season. Okay, so I already told you breeding means choosing the best sheep or goat, okay, as a parent goat to get a new offsprings, to continue that characters in the wool. Okay. The wool of each and every sheep is not same. It depends upon the breed. Okay. Kashmiri goats have very good quality of wool, whereas if you come to the Rajasthan, Gujarat, you will get another different kinds. The goats which roam around your home, they have a little bit coarse hair. Coarse hair means very thick hair. Thick hair is not useful in the manufacture of shawls, sweaters. Okay. Thick hair are used in the preparation of rugs and even mats also. Smooth hair are used for the in the production of shawls, sweaters, some coats also. Okay, blazer coats are made from a very smooth fur of the very good quality breed, you can say. Okay, so choosing that breed is known as selective breeding, rearing and breeding. Okay, next, after taking the fleece, okay, we will just discuss the steps involved in the processing of a wool. The steps involved in the processing of a wool. So when we have to remove the fleece of the sheep in the summer season, choosing a particular breed of a sheep is known as selective breeding. To get a good quality of a wool out of a sheep is we need to provide a protein rich food for them, other than grazing grasses. Okay, we should give oil cakes, pulses, corn. We should provide as a food to the sheep, then only they can grow a very good rich quality wool over them. And we have to take, or we have to remove the fleece of the sheep in the summer season, because they can survive. If you remove the fleece in the winter season, they can't bear that cold, they may die. Okay? Therefore we have to remove the fleece in the summer season. Once we remove this fleece out of the sheep or goat, we need to process it. Processing means it will move. Processing of wool. Processing of a wool. It should move through a different steps to get a final product. First step is a shearing. First step is a, what do you mean by shearing? Shearing, the fleece of the sheep along with a thin layer of skin is removed from its body. This process is known as shearing. Removing the wool, removing the hair of the sheep with a thin layer of skin is known as a shearing. Okay, you can see the pictures in your textbook. Okay, so there are the machines, few machines are used. Okay, the machines used by the barbers, such machines are used to remove the fleece of the sheep. I will put some videos in the YouTube, you can watch them. Okay, how the fleece of the sheep is removed. And removing the top layer of the skin will not hurt the sheep or goat, because it is a dead layer. Uppermost layer is a dead. Second step is a scouring. First one is a shearing, next one is a scouring. What do you mean by scouring? Scouring is nothing but a washing of the dirt, grease from the wool. Okay, once you remove the fleece out of the sheep, many dirt is attached with it, many grease, oils produced from the skin is attached with that wool. To remove it by washing, if you the removing of that all dirt by washing is known as a scouring. This process in older days it is done by manually, but nowadays we have many machines. Through machines we can do this scouring. Then third process is a sorting. Once you get the fleece out of the sheep, the fleece contains a different shape and different texture hairs. Few hairs are long and thick, coarse, dappagirtavu, strong irtavu, uddagirtavu, and few hairs are very small and smooth. So separating the different hairs depending upon its smoothness and length, okay, and texture is known as a sorting. We have to separate it. No, thick hairs, coarse, long hairs are used to make a rough items like mats, rugs. Okay, we need such coarse hairs to make sweaters, to make shawls, few jackets. We need a very smooth and good quality of hairs. So separating all those hairs is known as a sorting. Sorting means to separate. Next comes fourth step. Wool is drawn into fibers. Wool is drawn into fibers. Wool is drawn into fibers. Okay, wool ಅನ್ನು ಫೈಬರ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. A thread like structure is formed, okay, by twisting them. Wools are twisted to make a thread like structures. Have you observed how cotton balls are made into a thread? That process is known as drawing into fibers. Wool is there. By twisting the hairs, if you make a thread like substance, it is known as we are making a wool into a fiber now. Okay, fibers. Next one is a dyeing of fibers. Next one is a dyeing. What do you mean by dyeing? Hair dye. Hair dye, you know, hair dye means to color the hairs. No, likewise, dyeing of fibers means Actually, naturally we get a three natural color of a wool is a three colors, that is a brown, white and black. We naturally get wool in the form of a black, white and brown. If we want some other colors, we have to dye it. We need to use some chemicals. We can change the color of the wool. The next step is a dyeing. Then last step is a formation of a yarn. Formation of a yarn. Okay. Yarn, you know, a bundle of thread. Okay. Next step is a formation. From yarn, cloth is made. From cloth, dresses are made, or some many other materials are made. Okay. This is how a wool is made into a fabric. Okay. Wool is made into fabric. So for more information, you can read the lessons. I will take the help of some other videos. I will attach few videos with this video. Try to read the lesson. If you face any difficulty, you can contact me. Thank you and all. Have a nice day. Bye.